We all wanna change. We all wanna be somebody else. I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make...
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I'm your host, Kathy Blaze, and I am here with actor James Brunhuber Sr.
Yes.
How's it going today?
Very good, Kathy. Thank you for having me out here.
It's such a pleasure. It's been such a while since I've seen you. It's great to see you today.
Mm-hmm.
James, I'd like to know, I've known you in the industry for quite a while. You've been an actor. When did you get the acting bug?
Well, I got an email way back in 2011, I think it was. And I answered the email and said, sure, I'll go be an extra in a film. And they needed someone to be a biker. I'm a biker. So I got some speaking roles, or a speaking role in that film. And on the way home, I said to myself, Self, if in 2 weeks you still have this bug, pursue it. So here I am today.
Awesome. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
As an actor, if we have a particular look, we can sometimes get typecast in certain roles. I know that you've played in westerns, white supremacists, bad boy type roles. Do you think that those pretty blue eyes and your distinct look has been the reason for that?
I do. I have heard occasionally that that people like myself get typecast, and I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me. Work in the business is work in the business for me. It's all good. And, you know, playing a bad guy is just good. Sometimes when you've had a bad day, it's cool to go on set and just take your aggressions out through your character and just have fun with it.
Just release that energy, huh?
It looks all natural sometimes.
Well, I know you played a few of the roles I listed. What are some of the other characters have you played?
Well, I've played a father of a child and had a wife, and I've done that before. I've played a bailiff.
Oh.
And let me see, what else have I played? Yeah, the westerns and the
So
bad
western
boy
is the
biker.
majority that you just have that
Lately,
look.
yes.
Yes.
Westerns have been hitting a lot in the industry lately.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Well, we're here in Arizona. I mean, we get all this open land, and I mean, we have the look for it. So
Yeah.
I can imagine. What would be your dream role?
Ooh, and I've thought about that occasionally. I would like to, well, first of all, do a starring role, of course. I think every actor likes that. I think doing something in a action type film as a star, or working alongside of, say, another A-lister that has done multiple action films and work alongside them like that.
Oh,
That
okay.
would be fun.
As an actor, would you say that that's one of the goals that's high on the list is to get a lead role?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I've done a number of co-stars to this point, and I keep pursuing that lead role, and one day it'll happen.
do you think there's things that you need to do in order to get there? I mean, is there some skills or classes or something that you think that we would need to do to get to that level?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a good part of it, because you have to know what you're doing when you're in a lead role. And the other part of it is perhaps a little luck. You know, someone who sees you and says, I think that person would be perfect for this role.
Right.
You know, and that's happened to me in a number of roles that I've already done in films. So
They just saw you and you have that look.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about one of your most memorable roles on westerns?
Ooh, in a Western, yes. A film called Wasteland. It was a short done here in Arizona, out in Anthem. We filmed out in the desert. You wouldn't know it, but there were houses all the way around. And throughout the whole film, it looked like we were in a desolate wasteland. And,
Wow.
I co-starred with a guy by the name of Michael Harrelson, and I believe you've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an amazing memory, and what a lot of fun. And it's an honor to work with Mike. He's good.
That's wonderful.
Mhm.
Are you trained to ride on the horses? As
Yes, I do know how to ride on a horse, although I had recently in 2018 had a motorcycle accident.
oh, sorry
So,
to hear that.
Dividing my legs a little bit, and on a horse you have to. I haven't been on a horse since. I've got a neighbor that has horses, and she oftentimes will offer me to ride on her horses.
Right.
Soon we will. I've got to get the legs to work a little better before I do that.
Sure. I'm sure you'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll get there. So, being in westerns, do you take time to research? Go back to old westerns to just to get that authenticity for when you're acting.
Yes, that's part of my personal regimen. In each role that I play, I will do research for what I can find and mimic as much as I can of that research into my role.
Okay.
It's something that I always do and I like to do.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, James, is there any projects that you're currently working on that you'd like to talk to us about today?
Sure. I'm working on a film called Nela. It's a futuristic type film that takes place about 2,000 years in the future. And I'm working alongside Anna Easteden, and we're tracking Nela. I'm helping Anna Easteden's character track Nela, who is also an android. And we go through many adventures in this. It's a lot of fun. We'll be shooting. We started shooting this thing here in the U.S. in multiple locations, and then we'll be shooting also in New Zealand and the Ukraine.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So this sounds like this is a different role for you right here.
Yes.
Not a western, not a bad boy. So it's something new for you.
Yes.
That's great.
In a sense, yeah, it's new. It kind of takes a combination of some of the other roles that I've done and throws it into the future. It's really a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Is there any tip that you'd like to offer aspiring actors? Something that you would love to share with them, a mistake you made that you would love to save someone else from making?
Well, one thing I learned from several different individuals in this community, from actors, directors, writers, my acting coach as well, never say I'm sorry. Never ever say I'm sorry. And I never understood why until the first time I said I'm sorry on set. And I learned that would be a lesson I would like to see other actors never learn, because it can really down you. And it dogged me for a little while, and then you bounce back.
Never say you're sorry.
Never say sorry,
That's
because you're not sorry. You're in this. You're in this to do this.
right.
And sometimes we all make mistakes, and so don't be sorry for your mistakes, because they're there to teach you to be better in the future.
That's true. And that's what we have to get in our mind, is that where each journey is a learning experience. So we're moving on, we learn something new, and we take it into the next journey. And we're going to pick up some new tools from that new journey.
Yes.
So you're right, it's a learning tool. And never be sorry about what you did in that past journey or at that moment.
Right.
I totally agree. Is there any I'm stuck on westerns because I know that you've done a lot
That's
of
good.
westerns.
Yeah.
Could you name let's say 2 or 3 of your favorite actors past actors?
John Wayne would probably be number one if he was alive. I'd love to meet that gentleman. Very good Western actor. And then, I did dabble a little bit when I was younger at watching Roy Rogers. And then, I don't know, Clint Eastwood would be another one. He's a biggie, and he's still around.
Yes, he is.
I would just be overjoyed to meet that gentleman.
Yes, I would too.
And to work with him if I could. That
Yes.
would be nice.
Yes. So I like to ask this question also. As an actor, sometimes we bring in other skill sets that someone else may not have. Is there a specific skill set that you may have from, say, from your past lives that you bring into your acting career right now?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well,
I can give you some examples if that helps. Like some
Sure.
people may know martial arts or something, so
Okay.
they utilize that in their career of acting.
well, in my career as a full-time job is painting commercial jet airplanes. So
Okay.
I have that skill available. Haven't really used it in a film yet to this point, but yeah, you never know. We'll
You
see.
never know.
Mhm.
You never know. And being on that set with the airplanes, that's a positive skill set also to have.
And they're a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that.
Well, James, it was such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you, Kathy, for having me on here. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. And we'll be right back after this commercial break.